Thank you. I do need to be reminded of these things. Yeah, we see
Okay,
you.
can you see my screen?
Sure.
Okay, well, previously we had looked at, on a higher scale for monthly, we had looked about possible bounce round about this level.
Gotcha.
Um, but I was looking to see if there was anything that I can do sometime today.
Mm-hmm.
What I was looking at was that we have um, a compression away. Well, first of all, we had this spike down and it
Yeah,
hit a
yeah,
target here.
yeah.
And it came back up and it didn't hit the left shoulder or a kink associated with it initially.
And was it
It
such
came back
momentum
down.
that when it crossed it, it just burst it? Maybe the retrace we see is the real
It
retrace.
didn't cross it, I don't think, because
Because sometimes you can
looking
move
at it
through
in the
something
look,
with such momentum that it doesn't make a retrace once it actually breaks, so that a moment later it's 200 pips away and it's not coming back to make the retrace on it. And in cases like that, then what we might have is exactly what we had here with the retrace being below the actual support.
uh-huh.
So unless you go into the lower
I
time
don't know what
frames and
time
find where it
scale.
did break, I did break it and return. Okay, gotcha. There is a blue candle there where it retraced after.
Yeah, yeah. So it didn't come back up and hit here.
Gotcha.
So then it came back down. Um,
But what? Hold on. What is that orange line I
and
see? Was that orange line in the middle of things?
the orange line is
It's the lower
left shoulder.
orange line. Lower one. We are looking at the lower one, aren't we? No, we're looking at the upper one. Oh damn it! No, the lower one. Okay. Can I see the left shoulder?
Well, I was just using this one here.
You're using. I don't see it. Silly me. Um, I don't see it.
Well, I was just using left. I was stating that the line on the yellow, this line here, hold on, that line there was the left shoulder.
Oh, the upper
And
one.
then
Okay, okay. And that's a left shoulder because the kink above it broke something, or broke the blue dotted line, which is a weekly thing. Is it? Right. Is it? Is there something there on weekly and
my,
monthly? Let's just have a little peek. Um. mm, Righty. So it is just that little left shoulder. Is that significant though? This is the problem with horizontals.
no,
If you don't draw them from where they started, then you don't exactly know where you're looking at. That gave me a problem anyway for a start. But now I know where it's coming from. Um, okay, well, it has significance in that where it's crossed in the present, we have compression above it, and it looks like we have BS um, below the MPL of the pre-compression there. So yeah, I see a trade in there.
okay,
You see what I mean
so,
about the pre-compression and the MPL of it? Um,
yeah,
it's it is. Do I have control? Yeah, over here. You have your compressed zone there, and then just above your orange line is what looks like the MPL of it just there, and that is a good place for bouncing down. All right. So yeah, okay, I like that. No, your kink is big as well. Um, this left shoulder may be significantly weakened by this, so perhaps this is the better place to take a look. That one there is this one here is significantly weakened by that. This one is BS to be found. There is an MPL just inside there. Those two little highs, that are the BS that was formed there. So it looks like they haven't been touched yet. So that could be a good place to shoot up to 2. But here, I do like that. And then I don't like anything until we get to here. So yes, if within a minute or two of the news we get to there and it pauses for a moment, then I would happily consider filling the range down from there. But sometimes with the news, they will actually push. Now, sometimes they'll push for half an hour or an hour to bring you through to the other side, like up here, not giving you any PA, but making it look like the news is pushing it hard in that particular direction. And then they'll get up to the MPL and form no PA at all and just then fill the range down. But, if the push comes up to here, up to here, it's definitely worth taking a look at it. But you're looking at down here at the bottom of the kink, are you?
I haven't made up my mind if I was either looking at there, or then up here. That was the 3 locations I was looking at.
Gotcha. Well, the top one I wouldn't like. I'd like to go that bit higher than that. I'd like to come into, see the 2 BS over there.
Yep.
I know it's close to where we're talking about, but I'd like to be a bit more precise. It is a gorgeous BS that you got there.
Talking about it. Yeah.
I am. That would be the quite the very best. But really, I would, to be aware of the levels, I would go here just to be sure.
Okay.
Because there's only a few pips in that, and I'd hate to miss out on a great opportunity just from those pips where it hit this one rather than the other one.
Sorry for the noise, by the way. There's a pump behind me, but my wife's having a shower. So I'll be over in a minute.
Hardly hear it.
Sorry.
That's all good. Now, okay, let's follow that orange line over and see the pre-compression that we've got there. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. Yep, I would go, for that one, I would go to, I would go there. We've got loads of action over there in the past, and pre-compression there, and this guy, and that guy. Then we have this, and we have this. That's a pure BS that we've got into there, into the MPL of this guy over here. Now, yes, they are pretty clean up there. There is a little kink in that. This didn't actually touch that MPL kink over there, so that's attractive as well. So yeah, that's another set of orders that we've got. Where is that? Boo, boo, boo. So, I would hate to take a trade, let's say, up here and have my stop loss there, where there's another perfectly good MPL and very invisible kink over there. But this looks to me to be the stronger place anyway. But if price were to come and break this up, I would still expect to bounce down from there, probably back down to this level again, so you could get out without any loss on that. But yeah, nice place. And then your lowest one over here, BS, blah, blah, blah. We have a few hours, presumably, until the news. It's probably about midday or something in Canada or something like that. Yeah, we'll see where it goes to.
Hello?
Hi.
Yep. Okay.
Good.
And expectations for a trade if it bounces off of there. Initially about there. around there
Okay.
to the first target point due to the compression that's there.
Yeah, that would be good. Now, how about this? Is this a piece of PA that we've got there, and is this the kink from it? Is that the first engulf of that? I don't remember what this horizontal blue line is either. Okay, gotcha. Right, well, that's another nice little target place too.
So you're saying because we've engulfed up here,
Mm-hmm.
target position possibly about there.
If you've got an MPL in there, it could be a lot. Oh, Jesus. It could be a lot closer as well. We could be looking at. Yeah. We could also be looking at the end of this compression over here at this left shoulder. At the end of that compression's right there. That could be a good one too. But if we do get good momentum, then we can certainly watch it go. You know, if you get good news in, or impressive news in, then you can break levels like crazy.
Uh-huh. Okay, so even, sort of, I'm looking here, I'm looking for a short,
Hmm.
but I'm only going to put on a very small amount because normally I see this as a whole piece of PA,
Yeah, yeah,
and really I tend to only look for long trades about at least about that level and about short trades at least about that level due
gotcha.
to that PA. I'll keep it just a very small trade anyway.
Good, because
So
we have no extremes there. Yeah, excellent, excellent. I like that. So,
that's really all I've been
good. Keep an eye on that
performing.
today then, and tell us how we're approaching.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, let's go from the top of the list. Amos.
Okay, I have two USD ZAR,
All right, cool.
if I
Um,
can show
yeah,
to you.
the Rand. I wonder what they're doing to that nowadays.
Okay, can you see it right now?
Yeah.
My
Now the
screen.
Rand presumably is Rothschild as
Okay.
well, isn't it? It is, isn't? Yeah, it is. It must be South Africa. Yeah, they own that place.
Uh, Unfortunately, I don't have too much history. Only this place, which happened to be this entire
Okay,
flag limit.
gotcha.
So we assume there are nothing to the left.
So we're at
So
an important place.
Uh, a lot of important place, but I don't know exactly how to follow these places because you see, this is maybe an engulf down of this place.
Hmm.
So this line become important. All these line are important. You see, this is
Yeah,
the flag limit. This again is the flag limit. After break of this is important. After break of this is important. So a lot of lines
yeah.
right there.
It's too many for me to use anyway. Yeah, yeah, indeed.
So how to simplify this thing for?
Um, Take a good look at it and ask yourself what you can get rid of. This one over here, I don't, I don't like the significance of it there. But
Let
if
me
it
check it
becomes,
our time frame.
but if it becomes
Okay.
significant over here, like it is significant there, certainly. So then it is a time
Mm-hmm.
to stay in. Um, So that one stays there. It just moves over to the right a little bit. This one here has lost its significance there. It has minor significance, well, okay, fairly major significance locally there. You have BS that's there, and of course it worked really well over here. So this still works. It's had a few bounces there. It's had a bounce there. It's had a bounce here. So that's, yeah, they're significant too. So it's just a really congested area. But we are in such an important place with that giant SR that we're at that it's no surprise it's very congested there. I think on that I'd only trade the extremes of that area. I'd see that this is all lined up here and that that's ready to break. Now we're looking at the daily here, so I'd still want these guys to break before I went short. I would look for maybe a break up into here for the first bounce down because of all the stops that are there, and it doesn't have to move too fast or too far to the MPL of this compression over here. But this hasn't been picked up either, or this guy hasn't been picked up either. So yeah, I think I wouldn't be trading until I hit around this place, especially on something which for me is as exotic as these are anyway. I wouldn't be going trading in the middle. Perhaps the spread on it is gigantic as well. I'm not sure. I don't know how many people are using it nowadays. But with something which is exotic for me, I'd keep to the extremes. I would probably even look to here.
But I think, do you have a video of or a webinar about extreme in one scale or extreme in other scale? Because, okay, maybe this would be a scale, this one, because it's a flag limit after break of this.
Sure.
On the FX top. So inside of this place, it is a scale. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you want to short here, I think we already have this place engulfed, so we wait for another extreme, let's say maybe here. I don't know what is in this place, but you see this, that I need with this place, it's already engulfed, so I don't know. Why do you want to wait for PA in there? You see, there was the king.
Yeah.
So this was the extreme for this scale. I think in this place. But after price hit this MPL, which is down here, maybe in the king inside it, if you look, this was the king. Price already hit this place, and you already have an engulf of this little king, which is inside.
Yeah, but why can't the engulf of the kink be the actual flag limit? Why can't that be an upper flag limit? I know we've hit our target to the downside because it's stacked as it is. And once we have hit our target in the actual push forward, then we can't really say this is a flag limit. This could only be a flag limit if, in fact, it couldn't be a flag limit. It's only a flag limit formed in this scale once we actually break out of here and then hit our target below. But this kink is still important for the break of that. Yes, it's right in here, literally, but this can be the larger kink as well. And they do love, when flagging, they do love to take all the little levels inside and bounce it around between those. I mean, I see absolutely no problem bouncing from there down to here. No problem at all. Why wouldn't you fill up that space? Especially if it pushes straight up in a straight line up there, then the what's it called? The temptation is there to make a flag once you push back up through.
Yes, but this is important because of this place.
Yeah, indeed.
So if price bounce from there, we cannot expect more than this place or this place, because
indeed,
it can create a symmetry.
That's right, but surely the spread is small enough to be able to take that, to trade that zone, is it? What is the spread? Could you show us the spread on that?
It's lower, I think, because if we look where it was in this place, it's 8,000, and so I think this is lower spread.
Oh, that's the spread. Okay. Well, if you just go to the options, or what is it, the properties?
Sorry, I can't hear you. It's a bit of lag
Oh, okay. Give me a
because
moment here. Boo, boo, boo. Okay, so the spread is absolutely tiny on this relative to the H1. That's a surprise, actually. That is a surprise. Okay, so the spread isn't gigantic on this at all. So yes, I don't see a problem with bouncing back through that zone again and actually being able to make money off it. But if you're talking about taking monthly trades here, then certainly we have to look up at the monthly scale and we have to see what have we got. Okay, we're at the RS area here. I have to make this bigger. I can't see it. Oh, too big. So yes, there's no problem whatsoever with making higher highs up here, making it look like PA, and then coming into here or up further inside there, or even up to there at the pre-compression of this. So yeah, there is a chance on the monthly scale. I wouldn't be trading until we got there. But if we're looking for something a little bit more immediate, which I thought we were looking for, I'd have to be looking in around here. Oh, even inside there, because what we're looking at is something that will be coming up soon. We're looking for ideally this session, and there's no point in looking for something this session, which is probably not going to happen for months.
So with this all these lines that I have here,
yeah,
those lines which are not so important, I will delete this, so I will not use this as a target, or maybe in the future they can become important.
Yeah, certainly. Now, so, I would, in a case like this where there's so much happening, I would look for the important places. I'd put a line on the top of that. I'd put it at the bottom of that, the top of that, the bottom of that. I'd put one there where this broke. I'd have one there. I'd have one here. Then I'd have one here.
Yes, but those levels are in maybe weekly scale. But if we want to look in H1, let's say, to trade M5 or even M1 scale, I think all these levels should be. Why
well,
this flag?
on M1 scale, hold on, let's just take a look at it on M1 before we go. You have loads of space between your lines on M1, so there's no problem having them there. There's really loads of room there, so yeah, no problem having them. Yeah, and now we go back to where we were. Come over. Righty. So yeah, they are all important on a very low scale.
So the problem is when you want to take the touch trade from these places. Let's see, we are in this place. This is important because of this. There is a flag limit. Our first target, let's say, should be in this place because price can bounce from here down to here.
Yeah.
And we see this little left shoulder, which already is a flag limit too.
Probably, yeah.
And this flag limit already take the order from there, if you see.
Yeah, yeah.
Right there. And if we look in lower time frame, I should put a line here. lower time frame, and if we want to take a bounce from here, let's say at this pre-compression zone,
Hmm.
which already aligned perfectly with this important line from the left.
Yep.
I hope I have history. I think I have. But this is all compressed. So in this case, you see there is a BS zone.
Yeah.
Am I right? And
Oh,
this
hold on.
is
Where is the
also
BS zone?
this place. This one.
They're not lined up very well with each other, I must say. Yeah, you're on H1 here. I wouldn't really call that. I wouldn't call these two resistances lined up with each other. That one's very far away from that one. I like them to be much closer to each other for being a good BS to work with.
If you look in lower time frame, maybe in M30, we have into, I think this is into another scale. If we want to put our stop loss, let's say there, because there is a nice fake out zone, we have to consider again all this scale. I think and our first target would be this place.
Sure.
Which is important, and this place is important.
Yeah.
Because those orders have already picked up, so we have no order inside. But still, if you want to take a touch trade here, is not working, or do I have to wait for engulf for confirmation?
Well, what's the approach like? Have we made any significant fake PA on approach or real PA on approach? We haven't really. There's nothing really getting the sellers in beforehand. There's no lower low with lower highs on it. There's no downtrend happening before we actually get to the zone. And if there's no downtrend happening before we get to the zone, then there's no enticement for the retailers to get in.
I understand.
You see, it's the tricks being played on the way that tell us an awful lot about what can happen next. But there's no tricks here. This is just supply and demand doing its thing and just carrying on.
But looking at this place, we I think you remember that we looked at this pre-compression zone to take a trade, let's say. And I was talking about smaller scale because you said market is respected. So let me see. This was the lower scale, and if you look where price, if you want to take this pre-compression zone, price hit the, let me check, this was a flag limit. So this was important place. This is important place too. So this is a Quasimodo. Ignored fake out zone, which was there. This is again important because it's this entire flag limit. So you said there was a trick, price engulf, and after that made a fake out to this extreme. But if you look in lower time frame, this was not a trick because price already hit its target.
Right.
You see, this is very important. So you have no PA to the upside to take a touch trade here. So how you
I don't know
consider this? Because
have I forgotten the question or do I misunderstand it? What's the question? Is there a question?
Yes, if you you wanted to take a trade here as a touch trade, and you said when we approach a level,
Hmm.
you want a trick to be played. You want a PA up, and after that maybe a diamond
Right.
happening. But there is not a diamond because this hit his target, which is this ignored. This was the flag limit for this. This is important. So
Well,
press pause
Pippi,
and
be
hit
quiet.
this target. So you can't take a touch trade here.
Yes, it hit its target, but you can also see the mentality that's going on in the eyes of the retailers. That we did have a cluster here and we had a supply here, and the supply got broken there, so that tells the
Mhm.
retailers that it's time to buy. So you know that they're obviously buying down over here. You know they're absolutely
Mhm.
buying over there at that left shoulder level, and then you shake them out, and then you give them a little bit of hope, and then you give them a little bit of panic. I mean, just because it technically hit its target or its conservative target there doesn't mean that what they're doing here is arbitrary. It's not arbitrary at all. There was a reason why they
Mhm.
engulfed this up, and it was to get buyers in down deep over here. So just
Mhm.
because it hit its target, its conservative target, doesn't mean the price is not going to come and break that conservative target. So yes, there's no literal PA. There's no engulf up to be had here of a significant level for us, but there is a significant engulf up for the retailers, that this guy got engulfed up. So we know that there are buyers there. We absolutely
Mhm.
know that there are demand buyers there. And then we can see them being given fear and hope and then panic. And this push down is absolute panic. And when we see that, we're very happy puppies. And when I'm taking trades like this, I will watch this push down, watch it and watch it and watch it. And every time this happens, you're watching it push, 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 and then it just stops. And for me, time stops when price stops. It seems like it stops for 20 minutes, but it's only probably a few milliseconds. But you can see that push,
So
push,
you
push,
enter
push.
market in this place.
Did I? Golly, no, I
You
didn't.
enter market? No, this is a question. Did you enter market in this place, or do you enter market into this place when price stops
Yes, and you
after
can
you?
you can see price stopping. You can see that it's collected all the orders. It's a pause
Mhm.
in the market. I'm sure we've all seen it. Most of my trades I take just by that pause that we actually get. It's pushing, it's pushing, it's pushing, it's pushing. It stops, it's stopped, it's not moving, it's not moving. Okay, get in, and then kaboom, up it goes.
Mhm. Ah, okay, okay. Mhm.
So that pause is a big thing, and very often at that pause, the what's it called? You see, the broker, he will always, well, I've never seen a broker who doesn't have a delay on his charts. He knows that the price is going to go up, up, up here because he's seen it going up. And in the few
Mhm.
milliseconds that it's been going up before he actually brings it up on his own charts, he widens the spread on it so that he can get
Mhm.
the good orders, and the retailers are stuck with the wide spread and they get the bad orders on it. So you do get a spread widening here to give the retailers the bad price, and then the spread tends to thin a little. It gets lower again, comes back to normal, and then you get in.
Mhm. So this that pause is important too.
Oh, it's very
Thanks
important.
for that. And sorry, guys, I have another question regarding to this chart. Uh, okay, where is it? We waited yesterday for this level, which is a MPL,
Hmm.
uh, to this one, this left shoulder. But what if price, let's say, make an engulf of this place and enter into this place?
Yes,
With can you still touch trade this place?
you have to watch the approach. You
Because
absolutely have to watch the approach, because once you've made PA into this zone, you've got to start thinking that it might want to break the high of this, And if there's nowhere to go on breaking the high of this before it gets down to
Mhm.
there, then you'll look deep inside here. I wouldn't expect, if there are orders above, I wouldn't expect it to come into this level here and then go down. Now it can, it absolutely can. I mean, price can get all the way down through this range and it can break a giant range and then come back and pick out these orders on top or even above the top. We don't know exactly when they're going to hit. So if we do get that PA, I would imagine that we can go an awful lot deeper. So you've got to manage your expectations on a trade in here. Now, certainly if there are orders there,
Mhm.
the bounce can be to here quite easily, or the bounce can be back down to where we've just broken this, to the kink on the break of this. It can be so simple as that. There is money to be made there. And if no PA goes against you, once you've gotten down to here, and it just breaks right through, then you can hold it until PA does go against you. And maybe you'll get that full to the target move, or through the target, through the other side of the target, through the MPL of it over there, or down again into the other zone. You can hold it.
Mhm. So this because I'm still confused sometimes with scale. I have the impression that I understand them, but I can't explain scale very well. That's why
I understand
sometimes
that. I
is.
understand that. I find it difficult to explain it too. It's like explaining how to ride a bicycle.
Mhm.
There are a lot of
Because
variables
okay,
in it.
because this is from there to there can
Hmm.
be a scale. I mean, this is a flag limit, and this can be the other part of this scale
Hmm.
or this space. But if we want to take, let's say, the same PL, a short, most of the time price will not hit it before it engulf into another scale, let's say
Exactly.
lower.
Yeah, it can be left for later.
Maybe.
That's right.
Thank you very much. So this was my.
So if we're not
Well,
at the absolute extremes, we've got to manage our expectations. Simple as that.
one question
But
if
you still can touch trade if
If the
this pause can happen
Yeah, if the approach
and
is
this
good,
if the
if
approach.
if you can see that the retailers are told to trade in the right direction, and then you can see them given fear, and then you can see them given hope, and then you can see them
Mm-hmm,
given panic, then you can touch trade these. Especially wait for that
mm-hmm,
pause. Just wait for that pause, and then you can get in.
mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much.
Yay. Yes, David.
um, Amos, can you actually go back out to the page that you were at a minute ago?
On the same pair?
Yeah.
Was it the M30 or
On this
something?
one?
It was a
Okay.
question that Amos had asked, and I just wanted clarity on it.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Um,
M30?
yeah, that's fine there. Amos had asked the question if you went below the low round about 142.340.
Break this
Um,
guy.
yeah. So if you broke that, the reason why
And it
the
seems we
top one
have.
comes into play is because that's one full PA then, and you've broken the PA at the bottom.
Yes, 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 indeed. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, nice and simple.
Yeah.
And where you have PA like this, the first place you will look um, in your search for a trade to get to the target, the first place you will look is beyond here. That's the first place you'll look, because you'll always look for that to be broken. And that's what you will want. Now, you may get lower levels. You may get here. You may get here if the orders are there. You find all these left shoulders and you look to see, are there actually orders left there? And if there are orders left there, you can take low scale trades um, and watch them develop. And if they develop properly and they carry on to the target, that's all very well. But let's say you were to take a trade. Let's say you were to take a trade at this level here. Let's say there's an MPL lined up with it in there. Okay, let's say you're taking this trade there. BS, there, and there are orders in there. You will happily take the trade if you get the PA on the way to it. You'll happily take it down as far as to where this breaks, and then you will watch it. You don't say, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to put my target down here. You can't say that because there's still always the option to come and pick up the orders higher up. So what you'll say is, I can get in here, that's absolutely fine, and then I'm going to watch what happens at the kink of this. And if the kink of this breaks, that's great. I'm going to look for where we broke into this compression over here. So we broke into the compression there. So then the kink on this left shoulder is my next target. Then after that, then you look to the left-hand side of it and you look for the kink of this and you look for the kink of that, because it's all low scale, because you do not know that price is going to actually stop at this level and turn all the way down to the target, because it can mess around like crazy there. It can come really close to the target here, or it can just get into pre-compression there or pre-compression there, whatever, at this level, and then it can bounce back up into the higher zone. So manage your expectations when you're getting in at the beginning of a zone. At the end of a zone where you've got PA like this, how fantastic is it to wait for the break of this to the actual MPL of whatever this is a reaction to, and then get in. That's the big money trade. That's the monster.
Waiting for break of this, if this one didn't break into a higher scale. Am I right? Because
certainly.
Okay, if this one break below this, in fact,
if that had broken into a higher scale, then you know that you are looking for longs on this thing anyway.
Where is higher scale? Break below this?
Well, is this important over here? This certainly seems to be important over here. So you've got the end of the compression there, and you've got your pre-compression over there, so they're important places. And then after those, you look at these places. You've got that in there. That is an important place. If that stacks up with orders over here, then that's great. After that, then you're looking at this. And the kink of that over there is all of this. So you're looking for the orders in on both extremes of this. You're looking at them in there, you're looking at where you broke into the compression over here, and you're looking at this Quasimodo level over here at the left shoulder level, and then you start looking up. You look for the first engulf inside here, and then you start looking for where we broke into that compression over there, and then you start looking at the other end of the compression over on the other side.
But the problem is, this is a flag limit for all these places. So what I mean by engulfing into another scale, I mean engulfing below this. Let's say price react to this flag limit and engulf below this. This is an engulf into a higher scale. Am I right?
It is an engulf into it's an engulf into this scale really, but a higher scale than what we might have been looking at. And yes, if we do come and break where this compression got broken there, that compression got broken somewhere inside there. If we go into there, we're looking at here for our first target. It's hard to concentrate with you doing that, Pip. But yeah, Pip is back in business. Good. Where are we? Yes, we're looking at the compression over here. We're looking at pre-compression. We're looking at this left shoulder inside there. We look for orders inside there. Now, having broken into there, we can go all the way to here, but has this come to the MPL of what it's reacting to? We can get into this zone, and then we can come all the way back up into here and pick up the last orders there, and then we can go down. So the best possible trade on a break of here, wanting to get down to there, the best possible trade for that is up here.
And you have in lower time frame, you have the same thing. I mean, if you want to take a trade in this place, you see, this
and I like
is
it. There are stop losses there. There are stops there. It's good to go.
You mean this one? This one.
I mean, there are orders in. There are orders in here certainly, and there are stop losses above this. So the bounce back from there down to here is very obvious.
But you still have this flag limit, I mean this king. So maybe if you have free order inside there, this can be a BS zone.
It can. It absolutely can. Yeah, indeed.
Okay, thank you very much.
So on the inside, we manage our expectations. Simple as that. Alrighty. Okay, have you got a trade for us on, or something you're looking for now, today, on GJ?
On GJ, not. I still wait for this place.
Yeah, I do the same.
This is too complicated. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
very maybe in this place if we
Maybe.
look inside, but I don't know because you have in lower scale. This one could be important, and this
Yeah.
one could be important too. So if we look in lower
Well,
time
if you
scale,
want to see the importance of it, you look at the left shoulder that you've got over there, find the kink, and see did this actually come and pick up that kink. And that did pick up that kink, I believe.
okay, okay,
There's the left shoulder. The kink on it is a little cluster in here, and that one there definitely came up to this cluster, I believe. Now, if it didn't come up to this cluster, we'll have to expand.
now let me try to put a line here and go to the present time. It can.
Yeah, it definitely hit the cluster.
Yes. So we can enter at the top of the compression, bottom of the compression, which is right there, if this align with something important.
Yeah,
To
I'm
the
not
left.
loving.
And
I'm not loving it before we get to our actual line. I would say that is weakened. And yes, we could get a much smaller scale trade there. We really could. We could be bouncing from there back down to presumably there's going to be another high formed at this level over here. Because we seem to be compressing up anyway, so there's no problem getting another high, lining it up with here, and that looks then like it's good resistance to price. So then if that breaks up hard from there after giving bearish signals, then great, we can trade from the MPL of this guy back down to where this broke. And the, what's it called, the R is good on that trade. You might get 5-6 to 1, something like that, maybe even more.
because if you look right there, this is a flag limit after break of this, which break this place, which break this place.
Sure.
So you have a lot of history in this place. This can be important too, but I think you have to wait for a BS created right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. You need that trick. If you don't have the trick, you can just forget about it.
Okay.
Or a price can compress its way up to it. Another way of getting the orders in without actually doing those BS tricks is simply compress up, and then once you've broken into the compression, you hope for quite a deep retrace, and then you get in and run through the compression and see how you go at the other end of the compression. If you can break through the compression, great, you're on a great trade.
Okay, so I put a line, an alert here. So
yeah, do.
I will wait to see. But the spread is
oh my golly,
quite high in this place.
It really is, my golly. But okay, you're on the M15 chart, so it'll still work, I believe. What is the distance here? Oh, we've got this thing. That's good. Let's see. Boop, boop, boom. Boop, boop, boom. 50 pips. Yeah, around 50 pips. That's good. So your spread is 2. Your zone is. Did that even start? No. Oh, I made a rectangle, idiot. Boop, 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 boop. There you are. So your zone is 7, so you've got 9 pips there that you're offering to pay for this, and you've got 50 pips in return. So yeah, you got 5R on that. That's still good. So yeah, it's
so
good.
with touch trades never risk more than, let's say, 0.5%.
Yeah, indeed, because the rewards are great on these things anyway if they work. But touch trading can be dangerous. Well, touch trading in the middle like this can be dangerous. Now, you've had an engulf down here. Um, Certainly at the MPL above the very high that we've got, you can touch trade that. I'd still go with the 0.5% on it, however, because there are hundreds of pips to be made on maybe a few pips of a stop on it. So you can do really well. Now, I say that to you, but I'd probably go in 4 or 5% on that few pips that were above the high. I
With
would, but
touch trade, do you trade with touch trades 5%?
I would use you know this the saying, "Do as I say, not as I do." I was always really confident in my trading, and I would
Mm.
never trade for less than 5% of my account on the trade. Never, ever, ever trade for less than 5%. But I can't say that anybody else should do that. I could never recommend it. It's the "don't try this at home, kids." Um, uh, Mentality. So yes, once you get really good at it, you can put 5% on these. If you're really good at it already and you're really confident in yourself and you've already multiplied your account by 20, then you can say, yeah, I'm going in 5% because I know this stuff. And if I lose 5%, that's fine because I'm going to make 90% on the next trade anyway.
Mhm.
So yeah, it depends on what you're comfortable with. In the beginning, you shouldn't stress yourself out too much, and you shouldn't overextend yourself. So on touch trades, 0.5% is absolutely fine. But once you've taken 40, 50 of those, and they've each given you 40R, then you'll start to
Mhm.
think, okay, the odds are that this is going to work. Everything is in my favor because I know what I'm doing, and I'm proven to know what I'm doing. So yeah, I can go up on this absolutely.
You risk only from profits, so
That's right.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
so stressful one.
indeed. So that's it. Get
Okay.
comfortable, and then you'll start going in for your 5% on trades, and the compounding on that is phenomenal.
Mhm.
Now, when I started RTM, I had to be going in for my 5% trades because I had just left home and I brought nothing with me. So my expenses for the month were always more than twice what I actually had in my account. So I had to pretty much double or triple. I had to triple my account in order to just come out at the end of the month with what I started with. So I had to get my 200% profit in
So
order
how
to.
many trades? How many trades did you take in that month?
I should think at that stage I had come down. Okay, when I started getting good, I was taking 30 trades per day. Then I got good.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was fine. And then I got good, and then I was taking maybe 5 trades per day. And then I took it down to something like maybe 5 trades a week, even less than 5 trades a week.
Mhm.
Because
But with
you don't
with
need to take a lot of
five
trades.
with 5 trades per day, I imagine that the reward was not so great. I mean, not
Yeah, I
100
was
to
I was
1 or
chasing around the well, no, you were still looking at 10, 20 to 1 on most trades because on the M1 chart you can get 20 to 1 no problem. Absolutely no problem. So yes, you're still making good returns.
Mhm.
So yeah, what I would want you guys to do if you are trading professionally with us, what I'd want you to do is have a nice, easy life and do your surfing or whatever it is that you like to do, and just do a little bit of trading as well. It's so easy to burn out in this business. I mean, I imagine that I'm burnt out at it because I did it so much for so long, and I was obsessing about finding out how the market works. So I really did give it so much. And also, I'm the type to give up on something once he knows how it works. So that's another massive part of me in trading is I know it now, so I don't want to do it. Um, but I would want you guys to take it really easy, have exactly the life that you want to have, and every once in a while take trades. I mean, if we have investors who are getting back even something like 5% of 5% a month that they get on their account, they are kissing our asses and we are their gods and they will do anything for us. And they'll tell all their friends and then all their friends give their money as well. And, um, bringing somebody 5% a month can make you a multimillionaire within a year, from no investment whatsoever, just a little bit of time. So you do that. If you can make yourself 15, 20% in the morning and then take the rest of the afternoon off or take the rest of the week off, then why not? You've already made your investors happy. So, you're on holiday then.
Mhm. Well, the problem is I'm still set to look for higher time frame levels, so
Well, very good.
maybe
Then you
this
can.
is a problem because uh, yesterday I was waiting for this level to be
Mhm.
hit, this MPL, and I didn't see the hit, and after that I was looking on lower scale.
Yeah.
I didn't see the hit here, so for me it wasn't a trade yesterday.
Yeah. But okay,
So
just you've got Kruger. Kruger is still trading the Quasimodo, and that's all he trades, and that's absolutely fine. And we've seen him wait for a 1 minute level for a 1 minute Quasimodo. We've seen him wait 3 and 4 months for that one little M1 trade to take. And then it hits and he takes it and he makes money from it. It doesn't matter if it happens today. It doesn't matter if it happens 6 months from now. It's waiting and it's going to happen. So
mhm,
who cares that that trade didn't come up today? Really, who cares? Your investors are happy because they're not losing money and they're making money. So carry on.
mhm,
And believe me, this is just about making investors happy. That's all it is, and they are so happy with 2 or 3% per month. They are just overjoyed with that, and you can make 2 or 3% before breakfast.
mhm.
So that's it. If you want to stick to the higher time frames, stick to the higher time frames. Get in on a really tiny M1 level at the extreme of an H4 level, and you're set for the month. You can take the rest of the month off.
Mhm. The problem is if I will look in lower time frame, let's say I want to take here an 15 or maybe an M5 as my higher time frame level,
Hmm.
and let's say I want to trade tick chart. Okay, so this chart will be really very messy because you see this is a flag limit. I will mark those places. Those are important. If you look in tick chart, maybe this is a BS zone for this place. But if you look at this line, this can be important in higher
Yeah.
scale.
Well,
So
just
why pre
if you're looking for an M5 level to touch from, you simply look at what's been done on your chart. You've got this high over here. You've got this low over here. You've got this Quasimodo level over there, and then you've got this place where that got broken. So you have a broken Quasimodo level, an ignored Quasimodo level up there. It's the top of a compression over here. You've got an obvious BS over there. So then you get up in here and you're trading the tick chart at a 5 minute level. There's probably tick PA inside there to actually get in and get down to this BS level that we've got there. It breaks quite easily, never comes up to your entry at all, and then you can get down in through here.
Yes, but the problem is I still I've set it on flag limit following, so flag limit chain. So I see this flag limit, I see this flag limit, I see after price break this flag limit. This is important too. And after that, sure, I can look this hold price here. It but this is all this
Hmm.
place. So this thing it's for all of those lines.
Yeah.
But you see, this is a left shoulder, which is important because it's a left shoulder of a flag limit. Because this break this place. So this left shoulder can be important too if you look in lower time frame. Maybe in M1.
Yeah.
don't know
So
it,
these
but
are all opportunities rather than problems. And yes, a problem is an opportunity, but an opportunity is a problem, and a problem is an opportunity. So these are all good things.
Mhm.
I mean,
So if we look
complaining that you've got too
in this
many
place,
opportunities to trade is a good complaint to have.
mhm. So this can be an opportunity too.
Of course it can. If it has significance on any scale and there's room to bounce back to the last flag that it came from, then you can fill that flag. You can fill that space.
It has significance on this scale. I mean, where
If
it was.
if you tell me it's got significance, then we'll just take it that it
Okay,
does.
I think from here down to here at least, and maybe from here. So it's significant in this scale. Am I right?
Maybe. Yeah, yeah, okay. I see what you're talking about, just that little compression over on the left. It has a little bit of significance, yeah. But if your R isn't good on these things, you let it go. And I think your
Mm-hmm.
R wouldn't be good on this.
Mm-hmm. But let's say I want to take, of course, spread is too much, but I want to take an MPL maybe right there in tick chart
Yeah.
with a spread 0.1.
Mm-hmm.
So I think will still increase my spread.
Right. If your R is good, if it's at a level that you consider is good, and it has space to bounce back to the last level it came from, and you've got your tick PA, then just take it if you like. But with
Okay,
that,
so
then you're looking at your
this
30,
is
40, 50 trades per day. And if you like doing that, I mean, everybody who gets good loves to do that for a little while. They really do. And, then you get a little bit tired. Okay, I got a little bit tired of it. Maybe other people can do it all their lives. So yeah, you can, if it suits you to do these things and take these tiny trades, take the tiny trades. If it doesn't suit you, if you just want to take the big ones, then you draw up your lines, take a look at your chart. If there are too many lines, then take some out and only leave in the really important ones for you.
mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. Let's move down. Now we've had David, so now it's Omid, I think.
Hello.
Hello. I'll make you presenter.
Do you see my screen?
Sure, we're on EU. So you want to take the stops
Yes.
on that.
Let's start from the higher time frame first.
Mhm.
Here we have a left shoulder, important left shoulder. Here is the king on it, and here is where price react, and I think didn't engulf it. Yes, price didn't engulf this zone.
Yeah, came very deep.
And play a few tricks here. I think here this zone can be a good zone to fake above these highs and have a bounce there.
Right.
It is a good SR flip too. If you go to lower time frame, we can see the flag limit here.
I'm very glad
limit
you're not
that holds the
using that
price
supply.
up.
Excellent.
And here is the opposite flag limit. Yeah. And in lower time frame, we have a compression, and I think price consumed the lower edge of it.
Okay.
Yes, here. And there is opportunity for price to go to the tip of it. Here, maybe at this level.
And it's invisible as well.
Highs,
yes.
To trap it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. And your purple
and
line. What's your purple line? Oh, now good. Okay. Your stop isn't
that
above it,
is
it's above that little zone. Let's see that purple line. Okay, now I see why.
purple line. I think is this level.
Boop, 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 boop,
The
boop.
purple line is
Oh,
here.
okay. Gotcha. All right, so where you are trading is over on
So
the
I
left.
think
It's kind of in the middle. But there are stops above that high. Absolutely, there are stops above that high. So your buy limit is to catch the stops that are there, and
yes.
yeah. And your sell limit is to catch the stops above there. Yep, that's a fine little trade, and you're not expecting too much from either of them. It's good.
Yeah, this is my first target. I will set that later. And I think the general trend may be uptrend because we don't have any engulf here.
Yes,
And
and
in
that little pink, that little pink
weekly,
that we've
here
pushed up
we have
towards
another
has been
king.
well consumed. So yeah. Go.
Yes, and here, this lever from the lower edge of the compression, here we have a king on it here.
Yeah.
That I think price still didn't reach the MPL of it.
Sure. And we have is it a daily or weekly pin bar? A daily or weekly bearish pin bar. So there are tons of stops beyond that big pin bar that we've got. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and maybe price want to goes all the way up to there.
Sure.
Generally.
Yeah, no reason not to.
And my second target, I think, maybe will be this around these lows here, and this is the king from it. Maybe my second target will be here.
Yes.
Will this be good?
It's really a good place. You can see that it held price up and then held price down, so it's really good. At the MPL of that, I like it. Now, if price gets up to your sell line, I think I'd take out the buy that you have there.
What? Sorry.
I think if price gets up to your sell limit over here, then I would cancel this guy because you've gotten up into this zone over here, and I would look for something far deeper on a retrace. So I wouldn't like to keep that pending buy there anymore after it has hit the upper level, because the retrace should, the best thing to do is get a really deep retrace on it.
It was for the present moment. I'd like to buy to here, but not yet. Price hit my selling buy limit.
Yep. Good.
Was the king on the break of previous highs.
Right. So one will cancel the other.
Another pay. Yes.
Good.
I had a sell limit here. Here is the tip of this compression, and here is the kink on it, and here we have a CP pass. Let's go to lower time frame. Here we can see some flag plays here. This hold the price up, hold the price down, and hold the price up, and it is the next flag.
Yeah.
I put my sell limit above the CP pass, tip of the CP pass, but price hit the lower edge of it and didn't. I don't know if I have to cancel my sell limit or not.
Oh, because it's in there. Well, we have three highs lined up together, and the three highs that we have lined up together there is. Oh, you're looking at the buy. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were looking at the sell. I got lost there. You see the stops are there. Oh, hold on. What scale are we looking at now, GBP? Oh, I thought we were still looking at the euro. Oh, stupid me. How long ago did we change there? Okay, I love the short that you've got up there. The long that you've got, you're in the zone. Oh, golly. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I'm not totally in love with the long that you've got there because it really came to your zone. Now you're looking at second time back. Now, GU is a funny thing in that it makes double tops and double bottoms all the time. You can even see it at the bottom of the chart here. It just absolutely loves double tops and double bottoms. They do the break-even hunt on this so very much that it might work there. I don't love it, however. I'd like to see in the lower scale, I'd like them to give another promise the price is going to go up. Boop, boo. If I were to take this, I would really want some up sign just to get buyers in. Now maybe this is enough, but I don't know. Maybe we want to break the kink of this SR over here. Maybe we actually want to get up around here so that we can take that. Now this still does look like, what have we got? We've got a low, we've got a high, we've got a lower, no, we've got a higher low, and then we've got a higher high. Is this really enough? Could we call that an engulf? Would the retailers see on a minute chart that this is actually a supply? I don't know. I'd rather see a bit of a cluster there. You do have these guys. Yeah, what do you think the mentality of that engulf up is? Do you see that they think that that's an engulf of a zone? It's making an uptrend now anyway, which is good. So everybody's thinking up. So yeah, if it gets to around here and then comes straight back down, gives the chance to get some orders in there, bounces up a little bit from there, then I'd be happy to keep this, I suppose, just to take the stops below that low that we've got. So yeah. It's in the zone already. Bum, bum, bum. I don't love it. I don't like the idea of telling you that this isn't a good trade anymore, because it's not that it's a bad trade. And the first day I got into Red's trading room, I made this call on Aussie or something like that. And I said, okay, there's something like 40 or 50 to 1 to be had there. And one of the guys in the room said, no, that's a really dangerous trade. I wouldn't take that. I don't like it. And then a few minutes later, price bounced exactly where I said it would bounce. And there was a 50R trade to be gotten from it. And for a while, I held it against the guy who actually said it to me that I shouldn't take that trade. It was my fault, of course, for listening to him and for not taking it. But since then, I have a problem with saying that a trade isn't good. Now, if it's really bad, I'll say it's really bad. But this is kind of not bad and not good at the same time. So I'll just have to leave it up to you. Maybe I spoke too quickly there.
No, I understand you.
Good.
There was a few other reasons why I choose this lower, this zone. Here was a
right.
Here was a edge of it. And
a lot there, yeah.
Here we have a few highs here, and yeah, maybe some symmetry there. And about the sell limit.
Okay, let's not go to the sell yet. Come back to the buy. Come back to the buy, please, please, please. One thing I want to know is, when price came down to, I don't want to modify you, just stop it, go away. Right. When price came down to here, did it come down to the very last set of orders inside this kink, or is there another set of orders deeper than that inside this kink? Now, maybe you showed me already, but I don't remember.
I think my sell limit is the MPL of it. Let me show.
And the low that we had didn't hit that at all.
No.
Okay, the low that we have.
Here it is.
Where it is?
Here is the extreme of our zone. and this is
Yeah, there's the extreme of
at
the
the upper
zone.
edge of the CP path, my buy limit.
Okay, now, if price has already come to here, then I would say that this is significantly weakened. Because this is where the clean orders are in there. Down here, there's your absolute MPL, but that has been picked up nicely by this. So here is where the clean orders are, I think, and boom, where do we have to go to find this? And there. You see, we've hit the clean orders.
Yes.
And we've hit it really, really well. They are the clean orders in that zone. The MPL of that zone has been taken out by the retrace that happened. So I would consider this a missed opportunity. Let me go back to that again. Can we go? Boo, boo, boo. Okay. You'll be able to bring us back over to the M1 over there faster than I'll be able to. Would you mind doing it?
Okay.
I know you understand what I mean
Sure.
already, but just to be sure. Okay. So here is our MPL on this. It's the absolute MPL on that zone.
Yes.
That has been weakened by this. Where is the next MPL on that zone? It's over here. That is the next MPL, and there are clean orders there to be taken. They are the only clean orders in this zone. And now price has come and has picked up those only clean orders in the zone. So for me, this zone it's completely picked. There's no reason to come back in here again. Now, with the GU, as I say, they do love their break-even hunt. They absolutely adore it. So anybody who is clever enough to get in at exactly that black line, it might come back to take their stops again. It just might come back to take their stops. Or it has now picked out all the orders from that zone and it can go through. So I would want some decent PA to actually take a trade on this. That touch trade there was fine, and bringing it back up here to this SR, that was absolutely perfect. You could have taken some profit there and been quite happy with it. I don't like this anymore now because those orders have been picked. That's not to say it won't work, because they do love their double bottoms, and maybe they'll even break that double bottom a little bit. But I couldn't take that trade now, personally.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have another question about the my sell limit. Here, let me go.
All right. You've got to do exactly the same thing in here. Look for those orders. Look for where price went up to, and see if there are any orders beyond it.
Right.
Okay.
Here, price took these orders from the lower edge of the CP path, and my sell limit was in the upper edge.
Okay.
So, should I cancel my sell limit now?
Where exactly did price go up to?
I think.
Oh, it hit the black line, and that black line. Show me where that black line is again, please.
Here it is.
We're in M. Oh. Okay, so it went right up into there at pre-compression, went really deep into pre-compression. Now your MPL is over here on this, and it has been taken already. So for me, that's not clean, and I don't like it when it's not clean. I really don't like it when it's not clean at all. I would have much rathered the retrace on this came much lower and didn't actually hit the MPL over there. Let me see the wicks on the top of those. I'm just going to have to get rid of this for a moment, I think. All right, there are no extra wicks on this to be had. It's not clean, and for me, when it's not clean, Just for me, it's not good. But it happens all the time that you will get price bouncing at a place that isn't clean. It so often bounces there, and it's great for a bounce. But I don't like risks, and this makes it risky that the MPL has already been picked up on its way away. And that for me is risky, and that is a trade that I would leave. I wouldn't touch it once that's been done. Because there are so many opportunities where we've had our engulf down and then our retrace didn't come back all the way to the MPL. And I like a little bit of space from the tip of the retrace to the MPL because they were set up for a reason. But these orders were picked, so it's weakened. So this, for me, would have been the best place to take the trade. I would have traded, I suppose, right at this left shoulder level there. And that would have been it. I would have said after that, there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, so I'm not going to even think about trading up here. That's just me. I don't like any risk whatsoever. But I see you've still got your pending order long there, which means you're happy to lose. And I think it's great to have a trader who's happy to lose. I think it's absolutely brilliant to have a trader who's happy to lose. Fear of losing it's a terrible thing. You should embrace your losses because your losses are small and your wins are big. So if you've got what looks like a sensible trade, maybe it's a little bit risky, but your risk is managed on it, then you can carry on, because I would never ever try and make somebody afraid of trading. So yeah, I'm not in love with either of those places anymore. It seems to me that the clean orders in the zones have been hit, so I wouldn't take any trades in there. But you can see how it goes if you like.
Thank you.
But if you were risking my money on it, I would say please don't.
Okay, sure. You have very hard rule, and I like to learn them.
I do have hard rules. If there's a risk, I don't like to be involved. I really don't like to be involved because there are too many beautiful opportunities out there. And if you're stuck in drawdown on a trade that was at a place where the orders were already cleaned, then you could be stressing out over that and you could be missing a brilliant opportunity somewhere else. So for me, it's, there's money management and then there's time management as well. And getting in on a risky trade is not, for me, good time management. Getting stressed out over these things can miss out on great opportunities elsewhere.
Thank you.
Okay. But I really hope that these two trades work for you. I kind of hope you close the trades, but
I want to delete them.
Good. And now, as soon as you delete them, it'll hit the lower level and bounce right up to the upper level, and then bounce from there.
I don't care anymore. I don't care.
But yes, manage your time and manage your risk. Once you're doing that, you're in a happy place.
Okay, thanks.
I so hope that just bursts right down and goes through where your stop loss would have been. I really hope it does. Because I don't want you to hate me.
Do we have enough time? No, never.
We have enough time. Yeah, go. Okay, Looney, you're looking at pre-compression for a sell, which lines up with... I'm not sure what it lines up with.
Here we have a... Here, first let's go to...
I see it now. Yeah. I see it.
Here is our level. I think if we want to say this was our flag limit to hold the price down, price still didn't keep the MPL of it, and there is still a chance to price to go up.
Yeah, and look at the three highs that we've got lined up there. That really wants to go and take those. That's just dying to be taken. And once I saw that, I really didn't like your sells. But your sell is a very low scale thing, so that might work as well. But your sell doesn't seem to be lined up with very much at the higher time frame. does it? I see that there's a low over. I see that there's a low over here. And do you have a break of a compression around here? Is that another thing to add strength to it? Oh, and you've got this high over here. That pre-compression. Yeah, okay, you've got a few things lined up. But I don't know exactly where your cell is anymore.
Here it is.
Right. Okay, and you have highs lined up just under that cell, I believe, don't you? Over here. Oh, all right. Okay. We have a break-in over here. So the low part of that has its significance, and then the high part of that has its significance over there. I think maybe I'd be looking for my short that little bit higher. I think maybe at this double top before it got faked above. At that BSC there. That would be more extreme for me. Now, remind me why you have that trade down there, please. Oh, you've got your left shoulder. No. Eh. You are pre-compression, it's true. But I don't see all of the strength there. Please do. Yeah. I want you to explain again that that cell. I really do interrupt too much. Okay, pre-compression. Okay, I see it, because it's a low scale thing.
Here is here. Yeah. Here was our monthly level. Here was a flag that hold the price down, and it was the other flag that hold the price up, and here is the opposite one. And I put a sell limit there for a touch trade, and price comes and hit it. Also, the approach was a compression, and give me more confidence about it.
Okay. Although sometimes a compression doesn't break it.
Above the zone.
Good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've done that a few times too.
I'm still struggling. I still have struggling with my target because in higher time frame, at the zone we have engulfed, and I think it still didn't reach its final target. Maybe here.
Okay, so now hold on a second. Hold on a second. Come over here if you don't mind. This compression over here. Right. Where's the kink on that compression? We have to find the kink on that and see if we did hit a target on there. So,
right, hit that level exactly.
Did it? Oh, I missed. Damn it, I missed. Oh, please, you find the kink on this. This is a bit laggy for me.
Okay.
M15, it's all the one candle. Okay.
I think here it is.
Yes. Did price hit that on the way down?
I think yes. Close to it.
Close to it. But yeah, the kink went really high. Let's come back over here again. Boo. Just to be sure. Oh, come back. Come back. No, come back. You'll do. Right. Boo, 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 boo. So there is our kink. Did I get this right? Boo, 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 boo. I believe we came deep into it. In that case, we'll look for the MPL of the king.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it must have done. Come, just get over there. Oh, stop bouncing around. Where are you? I mean, it came, yeah, obviously it came really, really deeply into it. And it came so deeply into it, it looks like it will have hit the MPL of it. So essentially that's a good target for me. And what else ties in with that? Boo boo. This guy over here. That's pretty significant if you ask me. Yeah, and BS over there. Yeah, it's a significant place. So for me, it has hit its target. It hasn't made PA to the downside for me. It's done what it wants to do. Now, certainly, the best place to look for is in here, and I do believe that there are many clean orders between here and here. So you are essentially in a zone. Now, we've got this as a flag limit over there. Then that is a flag limit there, and that is a flag limit there, and then that got broken up here, so here's another flag limit there. So then when we broke down into there, we're in another zone, and we really could be coming to fill up this area over here. So there's a high chance that, where is it that we broke down? There's a high chance that we want to bounce from this area, the kink of that area over here. There's a high chance we'll want to bounce from there down to the MPL of this, or beyond it, even into here and this BS over here, this level. That could fill up very, very easily. And the best place for me, well, the best close place, of course, the best place to look for it is up above these highs. But near to us, the best place to look for it, I think, is at the kink of that over there. That I would be looking for a short to go on a big journey down. But you are looking at low level stuff, and it seems to work. Oop.
From this trade, I closed my first target, and I'm stress-free. But
Excellent.
I would like to hold it more, but
Yeah.
I think maybe it doesn't work and go upper.
Well, let's see. You've got pre-compression over here. Okay, you're at the pre. How nice it would have been just to come down that little bit into here and give us something a bit more promising. Yeah, it's hit the pre-compression inside there. We've got a price action zone up here. We've got a price action zone down here, but it hasn't broken into that zone yet. Shame, it would have been so much more comfortable if it did. Really did. And then this over here. Oh, you've got a candle inside there. You're not working from this zone here, are you? From the larger spike up there. You're working from something down here. Is that not right? Sorry about the lag.
Yeah.
All right then. So there's no PA in either direction there. So yes, there's nothing to be done. Now the stops below here were quite obvious to take. Absolutely, they were quite obvious to take. So yeah, holding it down below here, down to the pre-CP on that was absolutely fine. And if you took some profit there, then great. You can just see how it goes. You're just in the land of hope, however, because it can go either direction from here. because as I say, I don't want to sell this until we are way above here into that flag limit that we've got quite a bit above. And then your sell limit over
Yes.
here. Let's have a little, oh no, stop that, just go away. Boo, boo, boo. I like your sell limit that you've got above. It is pre-compression, and I'm sure I remember it ties in with a few strong areas as well over to the left. So yeah, a little trade there. Why not? Really, why not? Presumably you're going to get another high forming at this level here, and then it's going to go a little bit bearish. It's going to trend downwards. And if it can trend downwards and actually break the highs of this, break the kink of that, and then get up into there, then all the better. You could be coming down through this zone again. So yeah, nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Yay.
I think I am done.
Excellent.
I have a few more charts, but I think it's enough.
Well, yeah, look at the time. Oh my golly, look at the time. Yeah, I've got to go and buy a wheelbarrow and rake and stuff this morning, otherwise I'll never get anything done before dark. Now we've got Salavan next.
Thank you.
But your other charts, put them into the, what's it called? Put them into the chat and certainly go through them. Now I'm going to give Salavan presenter. And you're muted, I believe. There you go.
Hello? No.
Hello.
Do you have my screen?
Yes, with another great trade on it.
Okay, I am in GJ now, and let me check higher scale at first. We have engulfed here at this little king that is created after break of this flag limit. Sorry, let me check it. After break of this flag limit, this origin flag limit that held price down, this is a little king here, and we have engulfed now. So that we have the intention of IT, but I am looking for this left shoulder here, at least to grab price and take some stops above this supply that is fake, I think, because it didn't cash the last set of orders in this zone.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
In the lower. And we have a flag limit here. We have a flag limit here that held price down, this bigger king. And we have another flag limit here. And if we consider this little king with something, maybe we have a lower scale flag limit, this little king that held price up and make a new higher high, we can say that another opposite king in opposite direction is important for us. And price came from this level here. In my idea, here we have a compression and price enter to this compression with this king, and I think there is a reason that why they broken this really nice MPL. That if we go to the lower time frame, it's taken out, yes, but we have a base here and we have a caps on price, and it could be a good place for shakeout retailers if they wanted to turn price in this zone.
Yeah.
And we can see that they engulf that, and we have this flag limit also. But why? What is its reason? We have a flag limit in this little king that held price down nicely. Another flag limit created compression, the pre-compression with the MPL engulfed and created another flag limit here. Or we can say that if we can consider this whole FTR as a flag limit that created after engulf enter to this compression zone, we have another compression. So that we have two compression, and I love the upper one to look for which king we have that enter to this compression zone.
Yeah.
And we have this level at the very tip of the compression, pre-compression, and we have the engulf with this king. And after that, it's engulfed again with this king that is compression also, and we have another king that enter to our compression zone. If we consider this one, this is the retrace, and this is
that's it for me. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me.
So that I have the reason for this king to be low king for sure. But we have the engulf of this king. And there are still orders, I think, here. Why, again? In the lower scale, if we look here,
yeah,
we can say that we have a flag limit here, held price up, and it's engulfed by this king. It came up and retraced and broken this double top. For these retailers think that it's going to sky, and this is an PL in this zone. It can be good for look for short here in the very, let me.
Yeah.
If we consider this as a distinct past, we can say that this is the edge of it, and it can be a really nice FO to shake out all retailers about.
Yeah, and price should have come up there the first time, but it didn't. So yeah, lovely.
I love this, and this is another reason that they didn't take out those set of orders in this place. Maybe all retailers see this sorry, supply, and we have another supply, and after that these two supply broken, all of them are going to buy.
Yeah.
And I put my TP here, my conservative target here at this MPL that is aligned with a higher scale left shoulder. This left shoulder and also this left shoulder. I put my TP here, and I am going to look for short in this zone with the stop above this place or maybe this one. And for my trade here.
Now, okay, hold on a second. Hold on, because I see a left shoulder there just above where you're looking for your entry. I have no idea where it is anymore. Ah.
Yeah. This left shoulder?
Yes.
Okay, this left shoulder, yes, it can bounce price, but I myself think that because we have a flag limit, as you know, I always work with flag limit and try to combine them with the left shoulder in those flag limits. I think this can be, maybe they didn't pick up these orders, and I don't know really about this. For me, I don't trade this. I like to trade this. I don't know, but maybe yes, it's a good place. It can be a good place to create supply even here and make another all about, because our bigger king is this one. And if they even involve this lower flag limit and reach its target in the higher scale flag limit, they didn't get us any PA for long, and they even can grab some more orders from unsuspected traders.
Yeah, what I like about this over here. Oh, let me just have it a second. Can I take controls? I wonder. Yeah, what I like is that held price down, and then it held price up over here. And they do love to show that SR works. And with them loving to show that SR works, this is a perfect place for them to show that SR works. That's why I like this one in particular, because it's very clear and the guys in the forums will be saying, look at this, SR is absolutely fantastic. It held price down over here. It held price up over, follow me, held price up over here, and now it's now it held price down over there. So then all the retailers will be getting in the future for the next week or two, they'll be putting their trades exactly to the pip at SR. And of course, get them used to doing that, and then you can trick them out of that for months afterwards.
Yes, 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 that's right. Yes, because we're having a bigger king, and we don't have any PA for long if they even break this little king inside the bigger king.
Yeah, but I do see your point.
Yes.
I see that we have. Oh golly, where is it now? I see that we have a significant high over here, and that's going to be seen as great supply, and they don't have to go too far from that to take the stops. So I do see why you're looking where you're looking.
Yes, yes, yes. And about the entry, let me show it. Last night I sent a picture to the group. That was a BS zone, double bottom, and that was really nice for making O here to this very MPL. This MPL. And now where price is here now, and in which situation I am thinking about changing my scenario, we have a compression here. We have a compression in this zone, and also we have a little king here that held price up, and this drop base rally reacted to the SR of this king and created a demand, but didn't. If this drop base rally taken out this set of orders after engulf of this drop base rally, I am thinking to bet, and maybe I'm thinking to make an O here above because they didn't taken out the last set of orders in this very MPL or this MPL.
And that's just at an SR above, is it? Because compressions like to just go to SR and then run back through the compression again. So often a compression won't run through the SR and all the way up to the MPL of a kink. It'll just go to the SR of the kink and then run through the compression. Sometimes, of course, it will do the compression liquidity and go and compress to the SR, then burst the SR straight up to the MPL of it, and that's lovely to see. But so very often they'll make the compression, which people call a bear flag, only to SR and then run back through the zone again.
Yes. And the reason that I took this trade was that they engulfed this little king inside this king. But why they didn't taken out this last set of orders if they wanted? So that this is an FO, and I consider this whole king as a flag limit, and after it engulfed, we have a higher scale flag limit, the very big flag limit, and also we have another flag limit here that created after engulf the opposite one, and we have another one to be created in this one, and I am waiting for look for PA or maybe touch trade this level, this North QM level, with the PIP North, and we have an SR here also, and in higher time frame we can see also.
Oh, you have a gap there, do you?
Gap?
Yeah. If you go back to where we were just looking, the open of one close, or the open of one candle was far away from the close there. On the last view you had.
Maybe.
I think it was M5, was it not?
No, this is because of my broker, I think.
But did you see those two candles? There were two blue candles, and the open of one was far away from the close of the other. They overlapped each other, but the open and close weren't together.
This is the M5 in this place, you mean? Yes?
Yeah, look. Do you see the close of... Give me this. The close of this candle over here is so far above the opening of candle to the right of it.
Yes. This is the close and this is the open, and comes down and again goes up. Yes, but in lower time frame we have this. Maybe this is a gap, yes.
We're missing information there, yeah. Now, maybe there's no information to be had. Maybe there's no extra information. Or maybe there was a really deep retrace down, or I don't know what was in there. And I hate those things. I absolutely hate them.
This is a gap, and price still didn't make PA for me to close my trade.
Sure.
But I am really looking for close it here in this place. Or maybe I'm watching PA in this little king.
Okay,
This is
okay.
all if I other page.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Good. Lovely. Excellent. I think we've done really well. I think we've done really, really well. And no Neil again today to present. Okay. All right, Neil, you're going to have to start coming in here. Right, that's really good. Excellent.
I think it's too early for Neil.
What's that?
I think it's too early for Neil.
Is it? Where's he at again? Oh, he's over there. 10:30, 5:30. Yeah, it's very early. It's true. But this is the time that we should be meeting for the pre-New York session. Yeah, this really is the time that we should be meeting for getting ready for New York. I mean, it's midday. It's midday in London already. So yeah, this is the time for it. Yeah, and this is about working the team for the levels. Yeah, I think he's going to have to get up earlier. I think so.
Do you have any Sydney traders in your group?
Yes, we have loads of Asia traders. Absolutely loads of Asia traders. Although they've gone really quiet since I started teaching you guys. I wonder, are they just waiting for me to bring you guys in so that they can carry on with the meetings? Or have they all just gone trading for themselves? I don't know. I really don't know. Have to find out. But I want to get everybody back together and get everybody doing their thing. But then again, we stole their time for the meetings as well. This is when they're supposed to be having their meetings. So yeah, we have stolen their slot. Maybe we'll have to change that. I'll catch up with them anyway and see, can we get it together. It is very nearly time to bring you all together anyway, because you guys know what you're doing. You guys know as well as the other guys what you're doing. So yeah, we should bring everybody together. So next week we'll bring the whole group together and get everybody working, because you're doing exactly what they're doing. You're doing exactly what they should be doing and what you should be doing. So it's time to integrate and get the group really working together. And then we have the different time zones working together. And maybe we could get a US group to gather a little bit later in the day, and an Asia group to get together during the Asia times as well, and make it work. Because we're at a stage, or you guys are nearly at a stage where I don't have to be at every meeting anyway. So if there's a New York session or a New York group and an Asia group or whatever, they can do their own thing quite happily. Because I only get in the way. Once everybody knows everything, I'm just a guy who interrupts too much. So I'm not worth having around. So that's it. We'll get everybody together next week and work as a team from there. For now, I better go buy my wheelbarrow and rake and stuff and get to work. Thank you, everybody. You all did really well. Make loads of pips today. Make absolutely tons of pips today. Yay. And don't stress about any of it. This gets easy, as you know already, some of you. So enjoy your day.
Thank you, you too.
Yay. Later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.